on the starting line. Wasn't exactly what she was wanting to do. Connor Pullen comes rolling in now, the Amarillo, Texas-based runner. He'll get a chance to run it down the racetrack and be back to run David Harrington here in a little bit in the final round of our top dragster field. Pullen, full bore pass down track, 719 at 183 miles an hour. Our finals are set. In top dragster, our finals are set in comp eliminator. Top sportsman. Semifinals coming at us now with Phil Unruh, Terry Pope, Kyle Firestone, and Larry DeMars. Our 4 cars left in. Terry Pope and Phil Unruh as we get everything squared away on this end. Pope on a 696, Phil on a 644. We will be down to our final 2 cars here momentarily. In our fine line graphics, Madcap engines, top sportsman category. Pope left side, Unruh right. Unruh off and running. Here comes that twin, that turbo Corvette. Can he make the final round? Yes, he can. 645. How about a 34 thousandths package for Phil? 693 by Pope. Phil was 24 up front, runs 1 over on his 45 on a 44 dial. So Unruh makes the final round. Question is, will he be running Kyle Firestone? Will he be running the Indy champ, Larry DeMars? Larry up on the left-hand side, 7:22. Kyle on a 7:04. Again, racers, we need you all back to the lanes, please. Need all of our racers back to the lanes. Would love to get this finished up. Just saw some lightning about 25 miles away flash over there to our west. Need to get you back to the lanes as quick as we can, please. Hate to hold anybody over and have to finish this up tomorrow under drastically different weather circumstances. Firestone on a 7:04, going to be chasing the Cobalt. Darth Vader, off and running, so's DeMars. Larry's Cavalier goes 0:08:23 on a 22 for the win. 7:03.9. Firestone got their second, still broke out by a foul. So our final round now set for our top sportsman field with Phil Unruh and Larry DeMars. Kansas taking on Iowa. Six cars left in our Super Comp field. We get ready to go with those six cars that are left. The Sunoco Fueled Machine of Mike Green. Mike's has already been planted it in the winner's circle a couple of times this year. Taking on Brandon Clewine. Hello, Allison. Clewine on the right, Mike Green on the left. Mike has been, once he gets on a roll this year, he has been tough. Winning down in Belrose, winning down in Oklahoma. Clewine looking to send him back to Oklahoma a little bit early. Mike able to get around Kyle Seacrest in the last round. Clewine taking out the hitter Gary Stinnett. So Brandon's got to be sitting there thinking, Mike Green, I can do this. And Mike Green looking over at Brandon going, come on, son. Here we go. Off and running. Better out of the gate. 004 up top, Brandon Clewine. He gets the win, 9:07. Wins it on a hole shot. Mike Green goes 9:06 and comes up 45 thousandths of a second short. And Brandon goes to the semifinals. And Allison kicking herself for not being here this weekend. Clewine's into the semis. Travis Nygaard and Kyle Fickler. Here's the big one. 6 cars left. We're going to be down to 3. This is a twofer. In your Topeka Nationals champ, Kyle Fickler, pick up the win. The Race Tech chassis, the Aeromotive Fuel Systems car. There on the right-hand side are the Team Ethanol runner. We're going to do him in. Nygaard, after the truck blowing up the motor right down the road, looking for the win, gets it 9:06.2 to a Pretty good old drag race. 16 on the tree, Travis. 13 on the tree, Kyle. Nygaard proves to be proficient at the other end of the racetrack. Taking just enough stripe to be able to get the win. So Nygaard's in. Klewine's in. Who's Brandon going to run? Is it going to be Danielle? Or is it going to be Lynn Rutland? Rutland Racing Transmission Machine. Lynn always tough. And Lynn Rutland not able to make the call. He is broke, so Danielle gets the free ride. Young lady out of Topeka won the national event over the Menards Nationals at Heartland Motorsports Park not that long ago, and we were down 2-3. Now in Super Comp. The semifinals of Super Comp, the semifinals of Super Street. Super Gas semifinals come rolling in. The 27 Roadster of Rodney Frazier taking on Casey Wagner's Dodge. I got one Corvette left in this mix. That means I got a 25% chance of taking Warren's dollar bill. Rodney on the right-hand side, the Roadster. Here comes Wagner closing in, top speed, not going to get him. 10.055 beats a 10.052 on an itty-bitty, teeny-weeny hole shot. Frazier gets the win and goes to the final round. And it'll be one Roadster in the finals. Wagner's 10.05 at $1.62. Comes up 16 thousandths of a second short. Jason McClure taking on my Corvette, Don Westra. The Beeline Service Center entry coming down from St. Cloud, Minnesota. McClure up from Texas. We're going to have a door car in against the Roadster of Frazier. There's Westra going to make it an all Roadster final round. Everybody very careful to stage. Tree comes down and green we go. Clear on the left-hand side, hold it on, gets the win. 10.05 with a 12 thousandths package. 10.02 by Don Westra. So it'll be McClure and Frazier in the finals of Super Gas, as that final round is now set. Excuse me just a moment. I have to reach in my billfold, pull out my $1 bill to pay off my gambling wager. I did. I got what I want. I'm not complaining. I just said, excuse me just a minute to all these folks listening in. It's a pleasure doing business. You bum. Stock Eliminator coming at us now. We have 5 left. There'll be 3. With 3, there'll be a bye run to the finals. And it'll be either Jared Swinehart or Randy Manns. 3 AA stock automatics left in eliminations. Swinehart left side. Off and right. Randy Manns a stick car. Your U.S. Nationals Indy Class champ. Trying to hold on and get the win at the other end, and does. 10.45 on a 10.44 by Randy. 10.61 by Jared at only 119 at the other end of the racetrack. And Manns goes to 3 cars. Manns will go to the final round. He has the bye in the next round of eliminations. Now, Tyler Radarczyk and Brenda Grubbs. Heads up, Double A stock automatic. First one to the finish line wins. Doesn't make any difference what they run. Brenda off and running. Tyler way behind at the stripe, and it'll be Brenda. 10:43 at 108 miles an hour. 12:25 by Wodarczyk. There's a car just not happy leaving the starting line, and Brenda will come back in the semifinals to run this Mustang, a Vern Buchanan, the little 351 machine for the runner out of Arkansas. Again, don't forget to pick up your event t-shirts. Located a little white trailer down here right next to the concession stand. Supply starting to dwindle a little bit. Need to get you by. Get your event t-shirt picked up before you leave town, before you head out. Vern doing what he needed to do, pulled in, accepted the bulb under his own power in the semifinals. Now set in stock eliminator. David Bogner and Vic Penrod going to determine now who comes back to run Kurt Heeb's Mustang in the finals. Bogner left, Penrod right. Be modified, taking on the C automatic. There goes Vic. Here comes David. Penrod, who came within inches of a division champ last year, comes within inches of a win here today. But it's going to be Bogner going to the final round, so it'll be Nebraska taking on South Dakota in the finals of Superstock. Bogner cruised through, down at the other end of the racetrack for the win. Kurt Heeb gets the free ride down to the finals. And Kurt shuts it off to a 14:68 lap. And the finals now set in Superstock. Our finals are set in Top Dragster. Finals are set in Top Sportsman. Finals are set in Competition Eliminator. And our finals in Superstock. Super Street comes rolling in. We're going to determine who our two final round contestants will be. Rob Boyer taking on Chuck Lowry. Boyer goes red. Lowry's Camaro out of Wichita gets the win. Rob turns it red by 30 thou at the starting line, and 11:04.6 by Lowry on the 11:05. But he's still the winner via the red light start by Rob Boyer. Goes 11:13 at 124. So Lowry's into the finals. He's going to run April Merrill. He's going to run the defending champ, Mark Von Heater. Princess over there on the right-hand side, trying to go back-to-back final round. Can he do it? A good battle shaping up between him and April. Merrill way out in front. Now Von Heater starts the charge. That 600 cubic inch big motor closes in, top end, goes 11:03 on the 11:05, and April gets the win. So Merrill moves into the final round where she'll come back to run Chuck Lowry. And our Sunoco fuel distributor, April Merrill, into the finals of our Super Street Field. And again, racers, if you're in, you're in. Need you back to the lane just as quickly as we can get you back, if you would, please. If you're in, you're in. Need you back to the lanes, please. Hey, racers, while it's quiet, do want to let you know that we have been put under a severe thunderstorm warning area. Looking at the radar screen, it is all northwest of us and moving northeast. But Barton County that we are in has been issued a severe thunderstorm warning signal. Possibility of 60-mile-an-hour winds, possibility of quarter-size hail. So I would say if you've got your canopies out, you got some time to get them down. But I would certainly be getting them down or getting them rolled up, one of the two. But the possibility of hail and possibility of strong winds. Right now, the storm is northwest of the Great Bend and moving northeast. You can see some flashes of lightning off in the distance, but it is getting a little bit turbulent out to our north and northwest. And if you're still alive, we'll take you back to the lanes. Come on down. Sure like to be able to put this one into the books this evening. The front is moving closer. The line has inched closer to the Great Bend area, but it is still off to the northwest and moving northeast. Although there are some storms developing now down between Dodge City and Garden City and Larned that are possibly headed this way, and the way this storm front has been growing, good possibility that we could see those develop rather quickly. So if you're in, you're in. Need you back to the lanes, please, and be advised that we are under the potential for some severe weather, some small hail, and some high winds. Just want to let everybody know so you can be prepared. We still have some distance between us and the storm, but it is inching closer. I want everybody to be aware and have that opportunity to get everything wrapped up. We can get everybody back to the lanes and get these cars down track. We should be able to crown all of our champs without any issue in the time we have left. So if you're in, you're in. Come on back. Love to be able to get this one wrapped. And again, don't forget the event souvenir T-shirts. White trailer down here between the concession stand and the tower. Got some left. Small, medium, large, extra large. 2X, 3X, and 4X. All available for you. Down at the trailer. Certainly Want everybody to have the opportunity to pick up the Thunder on the Plains event souvenir T-shirt from the race here in Great Bend this weekend. I've been informed that we have a rerun here in our top dragster semifinals. So we'll clear the sheet and get ready to load it again. David Harrington taking on Victoria Johnson. Harrington right side, 665. Victoria on a 678. Victoria over here on the Tower side, the Napa lane. David over on the O'Reilly side. This Victoria going to get to go first. She bumps in, lights her bulb. David goes right in. Victoria's in. Three comes down, and we're off and running. Top end of the racetrack. Wind light's going to go to Victoria, 680 at 188 miles an hour, 732 by Harrington. Shutting it off at 139 miles an hour down at the other end of the racetrack. So Victoria going to the finals. She'll be back to run Connor Pullen in what will most likely be our final race of the weekend here at Great Bend. We roll in now with Super Comp. Coming at us. Semifinals in this category with Danielle Jaramillo and Brandon Clewine. Brandon on the left side this time around. Danielle over on the right. 9:05 on the scoreboards. Warren says he believes this is Brandon's first lap in the left-hand lane. Could be good, could be bad. Danielle's been tough. See what the young lady out of Topeka can do. Brandon's in, Danielle's in, trees of green. I see trees of green. Wind light, Danielle, 9:06 on the 9:05, 13 on the tree, 9:049. Clewine, too quick by a foul down at the other end of the racetrack. He was 21 on the tree. Just a good old-fashioned drag race there. And the numbers happen to fall on to the side of Danielle Jaramillo. So into the finals goes Danielle. She'll be back to run. Travis Nygaard, who was guided by the white. And Travis pulling in. Going to make a run. He has the option to stage and back out or to make a full pass down the racetrack. And a 9:13 lap at 146 comes up on the scoreboard. 002 light by Travis, though. Our finals are now set in Super Cup. Final set in Super Gas. And our final in Comp Eliminator gets ready to come up next. Matt Harris and Pat Nahan. Matt looking to extend his lead. Hopefully be enough to hold on to the Division 5 Comp Championship after finishing number 2 last year. Harris on the right-hand side, 839. Nahan's little 6-cylinder Ford on an 843. And left side. Harris on the right. Both of them got the top bulb lit. Nahan rolls in. Harris is in. Top final. For your pleasure. Oh, baby. Nahan goes 0-0-2 and hangs on for the win. 795 at 164. 787.9 by Harris. Comes up 11 thousandths of a second short down at the other end of the racetrack. And Pat Nahan and that little 6-cylinder Ford machine march on into the winner's circle. For our Comp Eliminator Championship, they join Pat Roetto as a champ here this weekend at SRCA Drag Strip. Semifinals now of Stock Eliminator. Brenda Grubbs. 41-year-old Brenda, 427 combination at the wheel of her Camaro. Vern got a couple of, got a couple of years on her. 77-year-old youngster Buchanan out of Conway, Arkansas, 1148 the dial. Couple of bulbs on the tree, just a blink of an eye over a second handicap start. Go to Vern. 351 combination. 1148 Vern, 1045 Brenda. Vern rolls in, lights the bulb. Says, come on, Miss Brenda. Brenda creeps in, lights the top bulb with that big block Camaro. Rolls right on into the stage beam. Vern brings the RPMs up. Tree comes down. Vern is off and running. Here comes Brenda. Right alongside of him, though, and Brenda Grubbs looking to put it into the final round and does so. 1043 on the 1040, 1146.9 by Vern. Got down the other end of the racetrack, breaks out by 11 thousandths of a second. So it'll be Brenda Grubbs, 427 Camaro, taking on Randy Mann's LS powered stick shift. Indy winner in the A-stick category, Pontiac Firebird out of Fast Shocks and Mickey Thompson Tire. So another final round has now been determined. Super Gas with Frazier and McClure. Super Comp with Jaramello and Nygaard. Top Dragster with Johnson and Pullen. Stock with Mans and Grubbs. Unruh and DeMars in our finals of Top Sportsman. April Merrill and Chuck Lowry, our finalists in Super Street. Kurt Heeb and David Bogner, our finalists in Super Stock. We are final round bound now, each and every category. Get ready to come up. Top Sportsman's going to be our next category to crown a champion. Phil Unruh, left-hand side, or excuse me, right-hand side. Staying over there with the Special Metals Corvette. Runner from right down the road in McPherson, taking on the runner from Iowa. Indy champ DeMars over here on the left-hand side. Going to go first, 723. Unruh on a 643. Over there on the right-hand side of the racetrack, the O'Reilly side. So our finals, Top Sportsman. Brought to you by Fine Line Graphics, Madcap Engines. Green lights a pair. We are off and running. Here comes Phil. Closing in, top in, not gonna get it done. Unruh breaks out by more. Larry DeMars gets the win on a double breakout, 722.5. He's under by 5 thou. 641.4 on the 43, under by 16 is Phil. And Larry coming off the win at Indy, Picks up another one here in Great Bend. Miles apart, but the result's the same. Larry DeMar is your top sportsman champ here this weekend at SRCA Drag Strip. Superstock final round coming up next. The Mustang of Kurt Ebe. The Mopar of David Bogner. Ebe on the left side, looking for that Wally out of Kurt's Cycle Center. Kurt's Dairy Queen up in South Dakota. He's going to go first, 10:26. Bogner has to wait. Here comes David. When it's your day, it's your day. And it's Bogner's day. He is trip, zip, zero. Leaving the starting line. Perfect reaction time, and David Bogner gets the win. 10:25 at 3. He got there first. Breaks out by 7 thousandths of a second after taking a stripe by 31 thousandths of a second. Coulda, woulda, maybe shoulda. But Bogner gets the Wally and the win in Super Stock this evening. Jason McClure rolls in next as we go to Super Gas. Jason McClure and Rodney Frazier in the finals of Super Gas, and ain't a Corvette to be found anywhere. I paid my debt to Warren. Jason on the left, 10:05. Rodney on the right, 10:05. The index, of course. Here in Super Gas, Frazier. Sand Springs, Oklahoma running. Beautiful 27 Ford Roadster there on the right-hand side, and it's going to be Jason McClure on a double breakout. He's under by 1. Rodney Frazier's under by 12. Jason McClure wins the Super Gas Wally on the double breakout to close out. So Jason gets the W. And our next final comes rolling in. April Merrill taking on Chuck Lowry. $11.05 the index. Here in our Super Street category. April left-hand side, the Sunoco Fuels distributor. Off and running. Chuck Lowry on the right. The Camaro working his way down track. And it's going to be Chuck getting away on 11:02. April runs way quick, takes a whole bunch of stripe down at the other end, and Chuck Lowry out of Wichita, Kansas. Driving his 92 Camaro. Gets our Super Street Wally here this weekend. 11:027 on the double breakout. Lowry closer to the number. Gets the win down at the other end of the racetrack. We've got stock, we've got Super Comp, and we've got top dragster finals yet to run. We will put this race into the books along with the 2019 Division 5 Lucas Oil Drag Racing Series season. And don't forget your event t-shirts, still available. Little white trailer down there next to the concession stand. In between the concession stand and race control. Get them while the getting's good. Races for Christ, non-denominational chapel service in the morning. Fresh coffee will be available for you. The chair's already set up. Expo building number 1. If you're hanging around overnight, Joey Keith says he'd love to see you. Make your way to chapel service tomorrow morning. righty, down to 3 final rounds to go. Congrats to our champions so far. Chuck Lowry in Super Street. Jason McClure getting the Wally in Super Gas. David Bogner proven victorious in Super Stock. Larry DeMars getting the win in our top sportsman field. Pat Nahan for Comp Eliminator. Pat Roetto in our sportsman motorcycle ranks. And like I said, still got 3 finals to run. We'll take everybody back to the lane just as quickly as you can get here, boys and girls. That weather out to the west ain't going away. Isn't going away. Is not going away. Is getting closer. You get my idea. You get the idea here, huh? 3 finals to go. We need our 6 cars back to the lanes, please. Stock eliminator looking for Mr. Mans and Brenda Grubbs. Super Comp looking for Jaramello and Nygaard. And top dragster looking for Victoria Johnson and Connor Pullen. Need you back to the lanes, please. Again, racers, don't forget, are under storm warning or storm advisory now here in Barton County. Possibility of hail and high winds tonight as the front comes rumbling through. So be advised, be sure to get those awnings down and get things tucked away and packed in. Don't want to find them over at the airport come tomorrow morning. But we do need our 6 contestants left for our 3 final rounds. Back to the lanes, please. Brenda Grubbs, Randy Mans need you to lanes, please. Brenda Grubbs and Randy Mans need you to the lanes. Super Comp finalists are there. Got one of our top dragsters looking for the other one and need our finalists in stock. Randy Mans and Brenda Grubbs. Need you to the lanes, please. Super Comp final round as we roll into our 3 final round pairings. Danielle Jaramello, young lady out of Topeka, Kansas. And I hate to admit it, but I remember when she made her first lap in her junior dragster. Does that mean I've been at this too long? Whew. Travis Nygaard up on the right-hand side. I remember when Travis was a kid, too. Both of them in their 30s. Travis for Team Ethanol. First choice transmission. Danielle over here on the left-hand side. She's been in the final round before, winning the Menards Nationals at Heartland Motorsports Park. Can she take the Wally home here from Great Bend, Kansas? Well, as they say down south, we're fixing to find out. 9:05 on the boards for the Napa Lane and the O'Reilly side and Super Comp final round, final pair. We are off, we are running. And yeah, one of the few cars to use a small block in the Super Comp category. And she gets the win, going 9:05.5. Travis Nygaard was 007 on the tree, but Danielle runs dead on the money with a 5 and gets the win. And congratulations to Danielle. Getting the win in Super Comp here this evening. And we are down to 2 finals to go. Stock Eliminator and Top Dragster. We will put the 2019 Division 5 Lucas Oil Drag Racing Series season into the record books. Some of our racers will be heading to various other divisional events across the country to try and earn points at their final races they can claim. Brenda Grubbs pulls in the 427 Camaro left-hand side. Randy Mann's A-stick Firebird over the right-hand lane. Brenda here on the left, the big block Camaro. Brenda on a 1040. Randy Mann's on a 1040. Double A stock automatic, taking on an A-stick. Brenda been hitting the tree hard, so's Randy. Should be a great stock eliminator final round. Brenda left side. Randy right. Randy off and running, and Brenda giving chase off the starting line. Randy Mann's at the other end, 1052. Slows to 107. Brenda 1096 at 94 miles an hour. Brenda was just dead late out of the gate. She knew it. Randy knew it. And by the time they got down to the other end of the racetrack, well, it was all over with, but the formality of crossing the finish line stripe. And Randy Mann's gets the stock eliminator win. And 1 final to go. Top Dragster, our fine line graphics. Madcap engine, Top Dragster with Victoria Johnson and Connor Pullen getting ready to come up next. Final race of the 2019 season. Saratoga Casino on Fine Line Graphics entry of Victoria Johnson. Out of Colorado, and Connor Pullen. Coming up from Texas way. Our top dragster final. We'll close out the 2019 Division 5 Lucas Oil Drag Racing Series season. Connor on the right, dialed in 716. Victoria on a 679. Victoria came into the weekend on a mission to recoup after going out in the opening round up in Earlville. Has accomplished that fact by going rounds today, trying to hold on to the points lead, the division championship. Victoria on the left-hand side, Connor on the right. Connor loved to take the D5 trophy back home to Amarillo. He'll be leaving first. Victoria will be giving chase. And our final race of the year here in 2019 on the Division 5 Lucas Oil Drag Racing Series Tour. Both got the top bulb lit. Waiting on the stage beams now for both of them. Connor right side's in. Victoria left side's in. Green lights appear. We are off and running. 7 foul difference out of the gate. Win light going to go to Connor Pullen. 719 on the 716. 691 on a 679. I heard somebody whomping down there, and I don't think it needed whomping. Connor Pullen gets the win, 719 at 183 over Victoria's 691 at 176. Connor was 7 thou quicker off the line. And that, boys and girls, puts our 2019 season into the record books. On behalf of everybody here at Sunflower Rod and Custom Association and Great Bend Drag Strip, I want to thank all of our racers and all the folks who came out to watch today. Sure do appreciate you coming. Hope you saw some great racing. Hope you enjoyed yourself. Don't forget to pick up your event t-shirt, the one little white trailer over here in between the concession stand and the tower. Got some pretty special and pretty spiffy looking shirts available for sale. Pick up your Thunder in the Heartlands t-shirt. On behalf of everybody with the Lucas Oil Drag Racing Series Tour and the NHRA, for all of us who've been spending a little time on the mic, Joey Keith, Warren Evans, everybody listening in on dragracer.tv for the final time in 2019 on the D5 Tour. Bob Unkerfer going to say good night, everybody. We'll see you in a couple of weeks over in St. Louis at the final Division 3 race of the year as we close out that division. But for now, Division 5's wrapped up. Congrats to Connor Pullen getting the win. Congrats to Danielle Jaramillo getting her win in Super Cup. And congrats to Randy Manns, our stock eliminator champ as well. Good night, everybody. We will see you on down the road. Everybody be safe going home. Want to have you back. Join us again next year. And racers, don't forget, we are under severe thunderstorm watch here in Barton County, Kansas. Highly suggest getting the canopies rolled up and all the loose equipment tucked away in the trailer. Racers for Christ non-denominational chapel service in the morning. Expo building number 1, still at 7:45. 7:45, 8 o'clock-ish. Coffee will be ready. Chairs are set up. Love to have you. Expo building number 1. Joey Keith, love to see your face in the place. For Bobby, for Rob, for Travis, for everybody on the D5 circuit, want to say thanks, man. Good night, everybody. See you soon.